topic, that is natural numbers and whole numbers. First we will study what are natural numbers. As we go on starting our counting, that starts from 1, 2, 3, all these numbers come naturally. We start from 1, 2, 3, or we can say the counting numbers, where our counting starts from 1. 1, 2, 3, all these numbers are called natural numbers. 1 is the smallest natural number. Our smallest natural number is 1. And you can see 1, 2, 3 and this counting goes on. No one knows what is the end of the counting. What is the ending number? Or you cannot say what is the largest natural number. Because this 1, 2, 3, 4 and goes on and it goes up to infinity. And there is no natural number. So we can say that 1 is the smallest natural number. But if you are asked about write down the largest natural number, there is no largest or biggest natural number. Your next is concept of 0. 0 means nothing or absence of an object being referred to. For example, if you are taken an example that maybe you are having 2 or 3 ball pens. First you write with 1, it gets finished up, then you use the second, then the remaining one number of pens left with you are 1. When you use all the 3 pens, there is nothing left to you. There is nothing left to you means after using all the 3 pens, you are left with nothing. 0, that means 0. 0 means nothing or absence of an object being referred to. Whichever object you are referring to, that if there is not anything, then that means 0. The symbol of that number 0 is this O. We will write 0 as O. Next is whole numbers. The collection of 0 and natural number is called whole number. First we are having these natural number. When we combine these natural number with this 0, we get whole numbers. What do you mean by whole number? So, the collection of zeros and natural numbers. This is 0 and these are our natural numbers. This whole collection or this set of these numbers collectively with 0 is known as whole numbers. So whole number starts with zeros and goes on. There is also no end of whole numbers and they goes up to infinity. So the first and the smallest whole number is 0. All natural numbers are whole numbers also. Because natural number starts from 1, 2, 3 and so on. And whole numbers are what? Whole numbers are 0 plus natural numbers. So you can say that all natural numbers are whole numbers also. Your next one is number line. What is number line? A straight line representing the whole numbers on it is called a number line. A straight line representing whole numbers on it is called a number line. You can extend this line to the both sides, to the left side and to the right side. On the right side, you can see that the numbers are in ascending order, means on the left side the number is smaller and on the right side the number is greater. So at the right side we are moving towards the greater number. You can extend this line up to wherever you want. It doesn't end up to the 9. It goes on 10, 11, 12, 140, 50, 60, wherever you want. And the distance between any 2 points on this number line is known as unit distance. This is known as unit distance. Distance between any 2 numbers on a number line. You can take it it as example of one distance between 1 and 2. It is also known as unit distance, or distance between 0 and 1. It is also unit distance. We can do addition, subtraction and multiplication on this number line. We can do all these operations on this number line, and we can easily understand when a number or a natural number is added to another natural number, whatever we get. When a number is subtracted from the next one, whatever we get. So you can see here, we will start here with exercise 2.1, in which your first question is add the following using number line. Number line, as I told you, a number line is a straight line having two arrows on the both sides, which means that we can extend it on both the sides, on the left side and on the right side, wherever you want to extend it. For example, your first question is question number 1, 4 and 2. You have to add two whole numbers. One is 4 and other is 2. In counting, you simply know that 4 plus 2 will be equal to 6. But in number line, how will we show? We will start from the 0. Always we start our number line with 0. From 0, when we start from 0, we will directly go up to our first number, that is 4. Our first number is 4. Then we have to add 2 to it. We will go one step forward, we will reach at 5. Another step, we will reach at 6. Means once we started from 4, then 1 step and 2 step. That is 2. 1 and 2. We will reach at 6. See, this can be shown, that is 4 plus 2 is equal to 6. This is how our number line shows that how to add two whole numbers. Your next part is 7 and 5. Now you have to add 7 and 5. I have already drawn a number line here. We will start from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 and 12. What will we do? We will keep each number at an equal distance. There should not be like one digit is 0. If 0 is at here, 1 is here and then 2 is here. This is not. There should be equal distance between two numbers, and that is why it is known as the distance between two whole numbers is known as what we studied, unit distance. So we have to first start from 7. From where we will start? We will start from 0. From 0 to directly we will go up to 7. Then we have to go 5 steps ahead. 5 steps ahead means this is 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Now you can see that where we will reach? We have reached here up 12. So numerically you can also see that 5 plus 7 is equal to 12, or 7 plus 5 is equal to 12. Which one integer is written, whole number is written first, then you have to jump at that one from starting from the 0. And how many steps you have to go forward? The other whole number is there. Means if there is 3, instead of 5, if there is 3, we will go up to only 3 steps. Here it is written 5. So we will go up to 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. And automatically we will reach where? At 12. So 7 plus 5 is equal to 12. So this is how we can do the addition of numbers. How we can do the addition of. So your next is subtract the following numbers using number line. I have already drawn here a number line which shows the number from 0 to 10. Your first part is subtract 2 from 9. Means you have to subtract 2 from 9. So you will first jump directly to the 9, from which you have to move 2 steps backwards. Means 2 steps towards the left. You can remember that where in case of addition we will move towards the right. We will move towards the right. But in case of subtraction, from the first number from which we have to subtract the next number, we will move towards the left, means backward. From 9 we will move 2 steps backward. This is 1 and this is second. We will reach at 7. From where we will reach? 9 minus 2 is equal to 7. As you can see in numbers also, 9 minus 2 is equal to 7. How we have done this? Since we are at 0, we have directly jumped up to 9. From 9 we have to come back 2 steps backwards. From 9 we have come back 2 steps backward and we reached at the point 7. There is next one case also, 5 from 8. You directly first you have to jump up to 8. 8. Now next is from 5 from 8. You have to directly jump up to 8. Then the other number is 5. So you will come 5 steps backward. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Automatically you will reach at 3. Then therefore numerically you can also show that 8 minus 5 is equal to 3. This is how we do in our number line the subtraction. In subtraction we will first directly jump up to the desired number, which one is written here, and from that we have to move that step. How much step backwards? Which one number is written here? For example, if there is written 3 instead of 5, then automatically we will reach at 5. Your question number 3, multiply the following numbers using number line. First we have done addition using number line. Second we have done subtraction using number line. Now we are here with your multiplication in your number line. I have already drawn here the number line from 0 to 13. Your question is 6 multiplied by 2. 6 multiplied by 2 means your first integer is 6. So you have to jump up to directly 6. See, how many times you have to multiply 6? 2 times. This is 0 to 6. This is 1 time. And then from 6 to again 6. That is second time. How much numbers you have to go forward? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 multiplied by 2 is equal to 12. Automatically after jumping 6 steps ahead we will reach at 12. So 6 multiplied 2 will give us 12. This is the product of 6 and 2. On the number line, how we can show that? First, starting from 0, we will directly jump up to 6. Then after covering 6 unit distance, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, we will reach at 12. Similarly, your next part is 4 multiplied by 4. You will start from 0. 0 from 1, 2, 3, 4. This is first 1. Then again 1, 2, 3, 4. This is second. 4 multiplied by 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is 4 multiplied by 3. And 1, 2, 3, 4. This is 4 multiplied by 4. So on the very first we will get 1 multiplied by 4 is 4. 2 multiplied by 4 is 8. 3 multiplied by 4 is 12. And 4 multiplied by 4 is 60. This is how we do multiplication in number line. find. For example, if I told you, give me the total number of numbers between 9 and 3. How many numbers are in between 9 and 3? You can start counting like 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You will get, there are 6 numbers. So how will you do that? By doing the subtraction. So in case of larger numbers, how we find the numbers in between any two whole numbers? If your, for example, your first number is 25 and your second number is 65. I told you to find out the total number of whole numbers in between these two numbers. So I'll subtract from 65, I'll subtract 25. From 65 I will subtract 25, I will get 40. There are 40 whole numbers between 25 and 65. Similarly, I have done all the 3 cases. Second one is 78 and 94. 78 and 94. In between 78 and 94, I got 16 whole numbers. I got 16 whole numbers in between 78 and 94. 43 and 82. After subtracting this, from 82 means I have subtracted 43 from 82, I got 39. So there are 39 whole numbers in between these two numbers. So your next topic is true or false, what you have studied in this topic previously. Recall all those points and we can find out which statement is true and which is false. First one is numbers 0, 1, 2, 3 are natural numbers. Are these natural numbers? No. This statement is false. Why? Because in these numbers we are having this 0 also. 0 means this 0, when we add 0 to the group of natural numbers, we get whole numbers. So when our counting starts from 0, then it becomes whole numbers. Then it becomes the set of whole numbers. Why this statement is false? Because numbers which start from 0 are called whole numbers. Numbers which start from 0 are called whole numbers. So this statement is false. Next one is the smallest whole number is 0. That is true. I have already shown you our whole number counting starts from 0. So the smallest whole number is 0. C part. Every natural number is a whole number. Yes, it's true. Every natural number is a whole number because natural numbers, in whole numbers, natural numbers comes collectively with 0. The collection of 0 and natural numbers is called whole number. So every natural number is a whole number, but remember that every whole number is not a natural number, because in every whole number there comes 0 also, and 0 is not a natural number. Your next part is the greatest natural number is 100 billion. Is it true? No, because I have told you that natural number starts from 1, 2, 3, 4 and it goes on. There is no end of that. We can go up to infinity. So there is not any number 100 billion or like that which is the greatest, because there is no greatest natural number. We can't find the end of the natural number which can be told as greatest number. Every whole number has its predecessor. Next point is every whole number has its predecessor. This statement is false, because 0 is also a whole number. 0 is also a whole number and there is no predecessor of 0. 0 has no predecessor. So this statement is false. Your last statement is 67 is the successor of 68. You can remember that. What is successor? Successor means the next number, or the successor is the number in which we add 1. So 67 is the successor of 68. This statement is false because 67 is not the successor. It is the predecessor of 68. 67 minus 1 is 67. It is the predecessor, and the successor of 68 is 69. The successor of 68 is 69. This is all about your first topic, that is natural number, whole numbers, concept of zero, representation of number line in various operations such as addition, subtraction and multiplication on the number